Hi, this is David Comfort from Democracy Action Network. Here's what's actually wild. The Supreme Court has just given a green light to the Trump administration to potentially dismantle the education department, firing around 1,400 employees in the process. This isn't just a casual decision, it's a direct attack on the very fabric of American education. Ever notice how the most critical institutions seem to be under constant threat? It's honestly crazy, but also deeply concerning. In the recent case of McMahon versus New York, the shadow docket, a mechanism often criticized for its lack of transparency, allowed this unprecedented move to happen without any substantial explanation. This isn't just about education, it's about power and the alarming precedent it sets. The implications are staggering. If the government can simply erase an entire department, what's next? We're talking about the potential erasure of vital protections and resources that millions depend on. Let's take a moment to reflect on the Emil Bove judicial confirmation that seems all but guaranteed. This is a nominee whose views could further tilt the scales of justice in ways that benefit the powerful while leaving the vulnerable to fend for themselves. What if I told you that this is all part of a broader pattern where judicial appointments are being weaponized to undermine democratic institutions? It's a puzzle, and we need to connect the dots. The Supreme Court once warned the president that he couldn't fire the Fed chair, Jerome Powell, for reasons that left many scratching their heads. Yet, here we are, witnessing a blatant disregard for checks and balances when it comes to education. This inconsistency is not just absurd, it's a glaring example of how the rule of law is being selectively applied. This is where we, as engaged citizens, need to step in. The absurdity of this situation calls for our collective action and vigilance. We have to ask ourselves, how do we protect our institutions from those who would dismantle them for political gain? The answer lies in understanding these patterns and pushing back against the tide of lawlessness with informed action. So, let's stay optimistic but vigilant, ready to engage in the fight for our democracy and the future of education in America. Together, we can turn these big problems into puzzles worth solving. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It would help out a lot. Peace.